Welcome to another video. Before we get right into this, I gotta explain something really quickly. That latest video I just published, of the We Are Back, I republished that because I just got an intro and I wanted to see if it worked, and it worked. I hope you guys enjoyed it. To my opinion, it looks awesome. And also, I've been sick, and I've had something on my vocal cords, so I wasn't able to talk for a while. And also, I'm off my rocker right now. I'm not that good at Call of Duty for whatever reason right now, but whatever. We all have those days. So what I'm gonna be talking about is the review on the X1.
Hardcore
Um,
domination.
review on the X1 Black Ops 3. Right now, I'm doing the. By the way, other reason I'm doing bad is getting some machine guns diamond. And I need to get 50 kills with 5 attachments and an optic. I hate this challenge. Anyway, but this will refer to PlayStation 4 also. But I'm on Xbox, so
Enemy took
I
A.
said Xbox. Anyway, sorry. Oh my gosh, my brain not working today. But first I'm going to talk about is the specialist. No, I'm sorry. I want to start there. I want to start at graphics. Graphics is not the hugest thing of Call of Duty community. Every Call of Duty, the community obviously wants a good graphic game. They don't want trash. They don't want trash for their game, for the graphics, right? But I mean, Advanced Warfare had some pretty good graphics for their game, and each year the graphics get somewhat simply or drastically better. And I am gonna say it's pretty tied with Advanced Warfare, but in my opinion, it's a little better. I'm not saying it's a lot, but I will say it's a little better. The campaign cutscenes in Advanced Warfare, to my opinion, were better. The campaign cutscenes in Advanced Warfare were absolutely beautiful, very realistic. I think they looked astonishing. Did a great job. But these graphics are still really good throughout the whole game, and they keep the same graphics throughout. And unlike, no offense, but Need for Speed drove me nuts. I like their idea; they were going back to their realistic things, but the way they edited, like the video game cars in real life, they just look so cheesy, and I hated the look of them. But they did good, keeping the graphics pretty much all the same. It looked pretty good. So I mean, not drastic, but pretty good. I'm gonna talk about the maps. And if this map looks familiar to you, it's because it was from Black Ops 2. It was it's the hijacked map remade. It's called Skyjack. I know. But all the maps are pretty good. They're pretty colorful. Even if they're supposed to be dull, they're still colorful for being dull. So they did a good job on their graphics, and I think every Black Ops game, other than Black Ops 1, I think Black Ops 1 did lack in the colorful aisle. But overall, all the Black Ops games have been colorful, and this one is no slacker. This Call of Duty is also a very colorful one, and all the maps and all the guns and all the camos are very colorful. And the map layout is, again, Treyarch's famous three-lane maps, which, if you don't know, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's a middle and there's 2 coming off, so there's 3 lanes, and they're good. That map style is a very good style, and I'm glad they did it. It brings a whole new element to the game, and it keeps you going. Next, I'm going to be talking about the EXO. I'm going to put this in quotations because I know you can't see. Air quotations, exosuits. Because I know everyone's, the people have been worried that mostly haven't bought this game. It's because they're worried about the thrust jump system. And I'm going to be telling you this already. Most people didn't like Advanced Warfare. It was a hit or miss. I was one of those people that played the game a lot, but I didn't like it. But let me tell you something. The exosuits are way different than this.
Lost Bravo.
The exosuits were jumping around like a jumping bean and just trying to jump to get the kill. This is more of a strategized thrust jump where you only be in the air, you hover, kind of stick out like a sore thumb most of the time. When you jump up, you're gonna die trying to get that kill. But if the guy's not paying attention, you can get a kill jumping in the air.
Care package
But
inbound.
mostly, it's just to get from another story or hurry up and get somewhere quicker.
Bravo.
Because a slide is even quicker, as you can see. It's faster than a thrust jump is. But the thrust jump is just to get one place to the other, maybe a little quicker than just running. It's nothing that they use in combat most of the time. So it's nothing to worry about. The exosuit I didn't like that much, but I definitely like this. I definitely like this system a lot better than the exosuit. They planned it out well and they executed it. They executed it well as well. So I gotta give them props for doing this. Again,
Nice work, Black Ops.
they did a great job at it.
For the next round.
Next, I'm gonna be talking about the worries of the black market. Advanced Warfare was a very. They were taking a chance, and I'm not gonna say chance. They just wanted more money. They were doing supply drops, which was a good idea for some people, and other people hated the idea. I didn't like it. It brought a pay-to-win
Capture the
situation to the CoD franchise, which is it's had somewhat of the pay-to-win franchise,
A locked down.
but nothing as bad.
Enemy has
I'm sorry.
C.
Nothing as bad as Advanced Warfare did. They really wanted you to pay for the supply drops. Because if you didn't know, you had to pay basically.
Be secure.
Pay for advanced supply drops, because supply drops gave you weapons that like sometimes better or worse than the stock weapon itself. So to get good ones, it was like really expensive, and money is obviously coming out of your wallet. It's not game money, which in this game you earn in-game money to get the supply drops, but you can't buy them in real life. So the people are worrying about
Losing A.
how they work. Well, how they work really is through crypto keys. You buy them with crypto keys or your real money. And your real money, obviously you can buy more than just one. But the thing is, they're nothing to worry about. These supply drops are useful. I mean, if you like the looks of some things. But they're not as useful as Advanced Warfare was, because they're mostly, let me emphasize that, they're mostly cosmetics. Because, I mean, some of them are, let me like say this, that most of them are camos and melee weapons that don't do anything different, just look cooler or do an fancy animation, something like that. And some other things like taunts for your guy that don't do anything until you're on the podium or something, right?
And a kick for that exit.
So, but that is, sorry if that was loud. There are a couple weapons that that aren't that great, by the way. There's MX Grand, which is like the M1 Grand futuristic version. There's a crossbow, explosive crossbow, which again that isn't that great either.
Securing Charlie.
There's a what else? There's a sword that isn't much either, and there's a something called like the Marshal or something, and it's a shotgun pistol. So there's nothing really where there either, because it's a shotgun thing. So you really don't have much to worry about. The supply drops aren't a big issue and can be covered up easy because they're mostly cosmetics. And lastly, second lastly, I think, I'm gonna be talking about the gameplay in general.
Be advised. Hostile UAV incoming.
I'll be talking about guns in this. The guns in this game are very balanced. I'll talk about this quickly. The guns in this game aren't like every other Call of Duty. They're always overpowered weapon in a Call of Duty game. Which, I mean, you can't say that about this. The VMP kind of shines a lot over a lot of guns. My opinion, they did really good in this game, keeping most of the guns the same and equal. I would say the only iffy thing that I don't like is the sniper rifles. I don't want quick scopers. I'm kind of a hypocrite because I kind of like doing it, but I mean, I don't want them over,
Friendly
like,
UAV inbound.
infesting our game like they did in Black Ops 3. I know why the snipers are toned down, but I think they're toned down too much. They're almost useless in this game now, and I think that shouldn't be. I think there should be a sniper in a shooter game. You know what I mean? So I think they should buff the snipers quite a bit, but I don't want them to be overpowered like they were in Black Ops 2. So there's kind of a mid-ground I want them to be at. That probably won't happen. And the gameplay in general is very good. I highly recommend this game to anyone that has a next-gen console. Now, I'm saying next-gen console because I'll state it in a second. But, wow, I missed that. If you have a next-gen console, I definitely recommend it. If you don't, please don't get this game. But, yes, get this game. If you are a fan of Call of Duty game, you would definitely like this. If you're a fan of a boots on the ground Call of Duty, if you're a fan, sorry, rephrase that. If you are a fan of any Call of Duty game, get it. If you're a fan of boots on the ground, get it, because you won't be on the short end of the stick if you don't use the thrust jump. And if you like Advanced Warfare's thing, then you would like this, because you could use that. The thrust jump, help your shooting abilities too. So any Call of Duty game, you'd probably like this game if you like any other one, really. But if you don't like Call of Duty in general, don't expect you to like this one. I mean, it's still a first-person shooter. You're not going to be racing dirt bikes, so it won't be any different. Now, lastly, what I'm going to be talking about is the 360 and PS3. Oh, what a disappointment. First of all, I'm just going to say, I don't recommend it. Don't get it. Just don't get it, okay? Use that, I think they lowered the price. Use that $50 that you have. Alright, use that $50 that you're going to get that game with and save it toward an Xbox. I know it's $50 and it's way more expensive than that, but trust me, please. Please, please. Just don't get it. Don't even get it. The game is only a shell. It's not the game. It just isn't the game. It's not right. The game is highly missing lots of stuff. It doesn't have campaign, which I'm one of the few people that actually really like that campaign. Lots of people didn't like it. I thought it was great. I loved it. And you're gonna be missing out because some people liked it, some people didn't. And you might be the people that doesn't, one of the people that don't. But trust me, you're gonna want to try it. It was a hit or miss for a lot of people. And there's no DLC. And lastly, just bad graphics. I know it's not all about graphics, but I mean, I think Skyrim 2011, 2010 had better graphics than this new Black Ops 3. It's really pathetic, and it feels like it went back 3 generations of Call of Duty. It's very disappointing, Call of Duty. The next gen, the last gen, this current gen is great, and I recommend it. Last gen, don't even try. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope that my voice will stay like this, and if it doesn't, it's because my vocal cords decided to swell up again. I hope you guys have blah blah. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later.